The CFL handed out some hardware last night in Vancouver in advance of Sunday's 99th Grey Cup. No shocker, Travis Lulay is the league's most outstanding player. Lulay beats out Anthony Calvillo. Lulay threw for just over 4,800 yards on the season, 32 touchdown passes. He also ran for 391 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Javon Johnson of the Blue Bombers captures the most outstanding defensive player honors. The defensive back had a league-high 8 interceptions this season. And Eskimos running back Jerome Messam wins the Outstanding Canadian Player Award. Messam, the first Canuck to rush for 1,000 yards in the season in 11 years.
Jenna, got to say congratulations, as Sportsnet was saying earlier. Javon Johnson, Winnipeg Blue Bomber DB, got Defensive Player of the Year in the CFL Awards.
Congratulations.
Spectacular. First defensive back to ever win this award, which goes to show you how good this guy is. Even more importantly, on Twitter now, he's being referred to as the chief thief because he's always stealing the ball from the other team.
Oh, that's when it's okay to steal.
It's fine to steal then, but what a great nickname.
That is a good nickname.
Hail to the chief thief, yes.
What a great week then for him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
How do you beat that?
I would say Grey Cup MVP.
Okay.
Grey Cup MVP. So
Set your sights high. Well, you know, then after the game, you need something else to be excited about.
Exactly, because you're like, oh, how do you? Well, you don't want to be let down. Sure, we won the Grey Cup, but I didn't get. I would personally like to see it go to Doug Brown. This is going to be most likely Doug Brown's last game, so I'd love to see him just hammer guys.
You could start a little campaign.
If I had a vote, I would vote now. Thankfully, the CFL doesn't allow me to vote.
Oh, that's too bad. We could change those rules. You could ask someone.
We want to talk a little bit about the poll. Obviously, with Sunday's big game, we want to talk Grey Cup if we can. So we want to say, how much do you think our Bombers are going to win by? I can't believe this last one option's even on the screen, to be honest with you. But are they going to win by 3? Are they going to win by 7? They're going to simply blow out the BC Lions? Or, if you'd like to make enemies...
Maybe you think they won't win. Let us know. BreakfastTelevision.ca will have the results on Monday. Of course, we'll have the real results on Monday as well. Yeah. And see how accurate you. Maybe you're like that octopus that predicted. Was it the World Cup?
World Cup, yes. Maybe you are like a World Cup predicting octopus.
We should have had
Vote at BreakfastTelevision.ca. And you can join us in the web poll. It's as simple as that. Good morning. Look ahead to Sunday's game. The Grey Cup will feature, of course, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, yay, and the BC Lions, boo. But we want to check in with our sister station in Vancouver and say hi to my cohort and good friend, Riaz Maggi. Good morning, Riaz. Like the flag. It's cute.
Lions, buddy. Lions, buddy. You know what's going to happen to you guys.
Well, we'll talk what's going to happen in the game, but let's talk the party. Party's already started out there in Van City. What's the atmosphere like leading up to Grey Cup?
Okay, I'm surprised you guys aren't here because the atmosphere is like just kicking off now. They've got all kinds of parties set up, the parade's happening Saturday. And for me, this is the first real Grey Cup experience to really immerse myself in. So they're saying about 300,000 people going to be here in Vancouver, 125,000 for the parade. They've got the Spirit of Edmonton, the Pancake Breakfast with Calgary. And for us here on BT, we wanted to get in with the pancake vibes. So on our show for Friday, we're live at the Players Chop House, which is right beside the new crown jewel, the BC Place Stadium. And the likes of Damon Allen, Tommy Europe, David Benefield, a lot of ex-players coming through. And all our BT viewers coming down to get the Lions pride loud and proud.
Well, looking forward to it, man. It's tons of fun. And I got to say to you as my friend, thank you for taking time with us today. And thank you for Buck Pierce. He was a really nice addition to our team.
You know, if you talk about storylines, you guys started strong. Were you guys like 7-1 when we talk about the Bombers? And then you kind of limped into the playoffs. But the fact that Buck Pierce is coming back after getting cut from the Lions, this is going to be an interesting storyline because everyone kind of counted the Lions out, being 0-5 to start the season. So I like the fact the Lions have the momentum. Everybody's saying the Lions are the favorites, yes, us included. But, you know, I don't count Buck out one bit. He was a good QB for us.
Okay, now one of the other storylines is this whole Swaggerville thing in here. We're very happy that our defense has renamed our city Swaggerville. Has anyone from your team renamed Vancouver, or are you still going with Seattle Junior?
You know what? We're just going to wait till the Grey Cup is clinched and we can race it, and then the trash talk will come. I like how the Lions, they're being a little conservative with the way they're playing this, so we're going to wait till Monday morning, and then all the nicknames and monikers, they'll come out.
Well, we very much look forward to talking to you again on Mondays. But I want to say again, as my friend Riaz, I hope this is very successful for your city. I hope that this is a good game for everybody, and I hope that Travis Lulay recovers quickly after the game.
And hey, you know what? All kinds of good things. And I just hope for the sake of your marriage with your wife, I love Movember, but on December 1st, I look forward to seeing that dead rat shaved off your face there, okay? Thanks to Paul, the audio guy, for that little hookup.
Much appreciated, man. Good to talk to you, and we will talk again after this Grey Cup is over.
That's a good look, Jeremy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. See you Monday.
Thanks, pal. Go Blue, go. Well, you're right. We will see what happens on Sunday. We appreciate your time, Riaz, and we will speak to you again, possibly as Grey Cup champs, on Monday. Going to take a break. There's plenty coming up.
The kickoff to the 99th Grey Cup is just 2 days away now, and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are going through their final preparations. Buck Pierce and the Bombers held their second practice of the week at BC Place Stadium yesterday. Both clubs will practice later on today as well before having a final walkthrough tomorrow afternoon. The game between the Bombers and BC Lions is set for 5:30 local time Sunday afternoon. And we want to know how you think our Bombers will fare on Sunday. Will they win by 3 points, 7 points? Will it be a blowout, or sadly, you don't think we'll win? Let us know by voting in our online poll, breakfasttelevision.ca.
Joining us with some game day recipes to make sure that you're ready for that big party, because as important as winning the game is, winning over your friends on the recipes are important as well. So you get a couple of classics for us today, and but with the Chef Rob twist, where things go to the next level.
The next level, right? So we got 3 recipes today, and we're going with our game day food groups.
Okay.
We have beef, chicken, and pork.
There's only 3 food
There's
groups
only
on
3 food groups on game day. Okay.
So what's up first then, beef?
Okay, we're going to go with beef.
Okay.
We're going to start off with my Blue Bomber sandwich.
Ooh.
Okay. So we're going to start off with a chuck roast or a blade roast.
Okay.
Okay. And very simple. We're going to
Drown it in barbecue sauce.
drown it in barbecue sauce.
Okay, okay.
Then we're going to add about a teaspoon of garlic.
That's a good sized teaspoon.
Couple tablespoons of onion powder.
Okay, and then the gloves go on, because you're going to massage all that in there, right?
Yes, I'm going to gently massage the beef.
Don't worry, Beefy's a professional. So that's going to go on in there, and you're going to massage it all in, and then it's got to sit and marinate, I assume?
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't have to marinate. You just want to get it nice and coated, and then you want to add it to your slow cooker.
Ah,
right?
slow cooker.
Add about half a cup of beer. You can do whatever you want with the rest.
Okay.
And you throw it in there, and you just let it hang for, you know, at least 8 hours. Do it overnight, I would say.
Wow, okay, so it started on Saturday, so you've got it ready for Sunday's big one. And the slow cooker is one of those things that not only help you as far as cooking goes, but as far as serving goes, because most of the times you can just pull out your centerpiece, put it on the table, and say, friends, go nuts, go crazy.
Absolutely. So I'm going to show you how to finish this.
Okay.
In here, we topped it off with a little bit of blue cheese.
Good. Oh, that smells good. If I may, can I just, there you go, guys. So we just put some blue cheese on top, and we're just letting that melt through on as well?
Yes.
So
and
it kind of looks like pulled pork.
it does look like pulled pork,
But,
right? So
but it's beef.
it's pulled beef.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And now we have to finish it because we're going to make it into a sandwich. It is a Blue Bomber sandwich.
Okay, okay.
So I'm going to get you to assemble it here. So you got a bun here.
Nice, nice.
So you're just going to need some of that beef, and you want to finish it with a little bit more of that blue cheese.
So we want the big stuff and the juice stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, nice and juicy. So I'm starting to sweat my 8 hours, right? So I plan it so that it's 8 hours away from halftime.
Yeah, you know what? If it goes 10 hours or anything, it's not gonna. It's, you know, when you're doing meat like this, like if you're doing pulled pork or pulled beef in a slow cooker for a long time, you know what? As long as it doesn't dry out, you'll be fine.
And if it goes dry, I can add a little bit of moisture to it.
Absolutely.
And we go with the blue.
So I'm gonna finish that off with a little bit of blue
and the
cheese,
Blue Bomber,
Blue Bomber.
and then it's all done. Well, I am legally obligated to now sample said sandwich, which I'm cool with. But you got more coming up for us. What are you gonna make next?
Up next, we're gonna do bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers.
Beautiful. We got more recipes from Chef Rob. Come on. Stay tuned. This is good. I wish I could share, but I can't.
Nothing yet. But baby, you just ain't into nothing
there's more than just bragging rights on the line when the Winnipeg Blue Bombers meet the BC Lions in the 99th Grey Cup this Sunday. Mayor Sam Cates and Vancouver Mayor Gregor Robertson have agreed that the losing mayor will stand at a major intersection in the opposing team city wearing the winning team's jersey and declare the victorious team as #1. The wager also includes a $360 donation to a charity of choice, and as well as a basket of fine locally made products. It's on.
It is on.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Sam Cates is totally going to be down on Robertson in Vancouver wearing the Bombers jersey.
He needs some security.
Yeah, he just might.
Yeah, he might, a little bit, but I'm sure there'll be enough fans there to back him up. But
think so.
give you a little more perspective, the $360, a lot of people ask, where did that come from?
Yeah.
In the Jewish faith, multiples of 18 are considered good luck. So that was the number chosen.
Okay.
And here in Winnipeg, should we win, Gregor Robertson will make a donation to Kids Sport Manitoba.
Oh, very nice. Well, that's good. You know, a little friendly bet like that is always fun. It's kind of like you and Riaz, right?
Exactly. A little friendly rivalry.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Courtney.
Thanks.
Good morning, BT. Chef Rob joining us as we're making sure you're ready for game day. A couple of delicious dishes to make sure you're set and your guests are happy. This one is a staple when you're watching football. I don't care if it's preseason, regular season, or the Grey Cup.
Any season.
Any season is season for jalapeno poppers. Okay, but there's a couple tricks that people need to understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for one, obviously you use fresh jalapenos. You want to cut them in half.
So no jarred stuff. This is the stuff I'm getting from the grocer.
This is stuff you're getting from the grocery store. Okay, so you want to cut it in half, and you want to take the seeds out. You want to take all the membrane out because that's what gives it a lot of its heat. So you want to cut a tiny bit of the heat. There's a little bit of seeds in this one still left. Not a big deal because I like a little bit of a kick.
So I can regulate. Like if I want to kill a jalapeno popper, the membrane and the seeds is what's going to get me there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So maybe I'd leave one in just for fun.
Yeah, you could leave. You can take the seeds out and add a little bit in if you.
Oh, bad idea. I like that.
If you like.
Okay, so we take the membrane out, we take the seeds out, we have them.
Yeah, we have some cream cheese here, and I made a piping bag.
See, it's one of those tricks that people will go out and buy piping bags and things like that and spend some money on something that's a Ziploc with the corner cut out.
That's all you got to do.
Genius.
That's all you got to do. It's cream cheese, right? So what I can get you to do is just to pipe a little bit of that in there.
Okay. And this is a great time to remind people to be careful when they're handling hot peppers.
Yes.
The last thing you want to do is fill these things and then adjust your contacts.
Yes. Yeah. You don't want to rub your eyes. Now one other little small detail here is I left the stems on because once we wrap them, you don't want that cream cheese to come out.
Oh, okay. We want to keep it inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So next step, I have some bacon here, and I want to flatten this bacon out. You can use a rolling pin, but really easy. You can just flatten it out with your hands.
That way she's going to roll up nice and even, nice and tight.
Absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to cut them in half. Now these ones, the cream cheese sometimes gets a little bit loose, so if it helps, throw them in the fridge for 20 minutes, half an hour.
Oh, to make it a little toughen it up a bit.
Toughen it up a bit, yes.
Sorry, I've already been tailgating. But yeah, so we're going to toughen up the cream cheese so it's not kind of sloppy when we're wrapping. And the idea is that I can keep everything contained if I wrap it properly, right?
Yes. So there you go. It's really easy to wrap. If you're having some problems with your bacon, if you find that it's kind of coming apart, you know what? Stick a toothpick in the
go with toothpicks, can't go wrong. So when they're wrapped, they go in the oven. They stay how long? How hot?
For about 30 minutes at 350 degrees.
Is there a trick for knowing when a popper's finished?
You know what? Look at the bacon.
Bacon. Oh, look at that one's perfect. May I?
Absolutely.
When they're all said and done, they're in, they're out, they're nice and quick. You've got one more coming up for us for game day. What you gonna make later on?
Got garlic Parmesan chicken wings.
Garlic Parmesan chicken. I like it. More ideas for game day coming up with BT Chef Rob. Good morning, BT's Chef Rob joining us with game day recipes. We've seen some amazing stuff from you. But now it's the challenge. because you're making a staple for football games, and that's the chicken wing. And everybody in the studio considers themselves a connoisseur when it comes to the wing of the chicken.
Well,
So what are you going to knock our socks off with?
well, since there's so many connoisseurs, I decided to take chicken wing to that next level.
There's a next level in chicken
There
wings?
is a next level in chicken wings.
Darn, there's a next level
Okay.
on everything. All right, so this is going to be the Chef Rob chicken wing. Do we have a name for it?
They're garlic parmesan chicken wings.
How about the Jovan Johnson Grey Cup MVP garlic parmesan chicken wings? Like a prediction kind of thing.
Okay.
Does that
okay.
work? All right. Okay.
I'm
You
feeling
good
it.
with it?
I'm
All right.
feeling it. I'm feeling it.
So these ones are for Jovan. What we got?
Okay, so we just have some chicken wings that we've marinated in a little bit of olive oil and garlic. Simple,
okay.
very, very simple. You
Going
can,
easy.
you know what? If you wanna do them in like Italian dressing or something like that, that's fine. Give them a little bit of a marinade because they just need a little bit of an extra flavor boost. So what we want to do is you want to cook them first,
Okay.
right?
And that's them in the olive oil?
Yeah. And I put a little bit of parsley in there because I just want a little bit of extra color.
All right.
But you
fair
don't
enough.
need to. You don't need to because you are going to get some of that extra color on from the sauce. Now, really, really quick,
Okay.
you're going to drizzle it with a tiny bit of olive oil.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to add a little bit of oregano.
Nice. What, pray tell?
Dab of basil paste.
Okay.
And then a little bit of, actually a lot.
Yeah, I was saying.
Just dump it.
Let's not mess around. This
lot
is,
of Parmesan.
This is Grey Cup after all.
Yeah, so what you want to do is you just want to give this a really nice toss. Make sure all the wings are coated. Then you want to throw them back onto this pan here.
I like it. I like where you're going with this, Rob. Because there's the mild, the medium, the hot, the suicide, but this, wow.
This is the next level.
I like this level. I'm thinking this level is a good level to be at.
So you want to throw it back in there. Throw it back in for about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, so we're just...
Yeah, you just want to reheat it on because when you took them out of the oven and you tossed them, they lost a little bit of their heat.
Okay.
So you want to throw them back in just to bring them back up to heat. They're ready to serve. I suggest using like a Caesar dressing, or you could even go a blue cheese dressing, but I think a Caesar dressing would go great with that.
Very
and there you have
nice.
it. Chicken wings to that next level.
Very nice. So we'll hopefully the Jovan Johnson... We got to take those out, don't we? Hopefully the Jovan Johnson Grey Cup MVP. Ooh, chicken wings are a blessing for everybody. And before I let you go, man, can you give me a go, blue, go?
Go blue, go.
Go, blue, go. Enjoy the game. There you go. I give them 5 fingers up.
Let's go. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Yeah. And we gon'
Tonight, 48 hours from the big game. Bomber fans, get ready.
All we're seeing is blue and gold.
See how crazy stores in the States were today. Plus,
Some of you will feel that you've been shortchanged.
a law firm accused of taking advantage of residential school survivors.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us and welcome to Grey Cup weekend. The big game is getting closer and closer. That means the parties in Vancouver for the Grey Cup are getting bigger and bigger. CBC's Sean Reynolds is there for you. Following Bomber fans in Vancouver, he joins us live.
Bigger and bigger parties is right, Janet. I'm on Robson Street in Vancouver, and there's a little bit of a Grey Cup Street Festival happening right now. Very busy here today. It's been like this since morning. Lots of people, lots of music, lots of celebration, and lots of CFL jerseys, Lions jerseys, Riders jerseys, and you know, a lot of Bomber jerseys. So many that this place is starting to feel like home. If having a good time, Grey Cup week is a competition, well, it looks like Bomber fans are winning.
swag, 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 swag.
This crowd is certain of two things. The Bombers are the best team in the CFL, and Swaggerville's fans are the best in the country.
Everywhere we go, well, especially being here, all we see is blue and gold, but slowly but surely, as the days are getting closer to Sunday, all we're seeing is blue and gold. Go Bombers!
The Bomber players who set off a frenzy by dropping in on their fans last night agree.
It's what, 2,000 kilometers to Winnipeg? And there's so many Winnipeg fans out here just celebrating, having a good time, and supporting their team. It's pretty cool.
Now, there was a little bit of an invasion in Swaggerville last night. Saskatchewan Rough Rider fans were making their presence felt. But turnaround is fair play, and Bomber fans headed into enemy territory as well, representing at Riderville, the annual Saskatchewan Grey Cup Social.
Yeah, we all get together no matter what it is. Doesn't matter, we could be in the Lions Den right now and still be getting along. We're CFLers.
If you needed proof Manitoba football fans are leading the pack, how's this? Stonewall's Bobby Cherwanko was named the league's Fan of the Year last night at the CFL Awards. Just one problem. He's a Riders fan. It's his ability to withstand the Bomber barrage that makes him great.
I mean, I get a lot of razz. My car's got Saskatchewan decals on it, and get Swaggerville written on my car occasionally.
The Manitoba flavor will be at a high tonight here in Vancouver. Touchdown Manitoba, the annual Bomber Social here at the Grey Cup, kicked off this afternoon. Sean Reynolds, CBC News, Vancouver.
And that same party atmosphere is right here in Winnipeg, too, as we get closer to the big game. The feeling is only growing. Walking around today, Bomber colors, pretty hard to miss, all part of Blue Friday. CBC's Chris Glover joins us now live to explain.
I'm at the Bomber store, and they're calling this Ground Zero for Blue Friday. Of course, all the employees are wearing Bomber colors, blue and gold, but they had some steep competition across the city.
Go Bombers!
Ranger Insurance took Blue Friday seriously.
Oh, it's very exciting. We've been cheering all day, telling people that come in to say, "Go Bombers, go," as they're leaving.
Former Blue Bomber Joe Poplawski is the owner of the store, something that's not lost on Bridget Inman, maximizing every moment to show Bomber pride.
And it's nice to see them go, and hopefully they'll kick some butt.
Go Bombers!
At MPI headquarters, another Bomber cheering squad.
Go Bombers, go!
Lorraine Baker is probably the spunkiest of the group.
Because I love the Bombers. I love the CFL, and yeah, so here I am.
And she's not alone. The feeling is infectious.
Oh, it's great. There's definitely a lot of energy. Everybody's wearing Bomber logos, Bombers hats, jerseys, hoodies.
But some seem a bit confused.
Still blue shirt underneath this, so got to show my support for both teams, I guess.
At least it's still a Winnipeg team.
They spend the days stealing my stuff, putting gold blue on my jerseys.
In a city brimming with Bomber pride, meet a lonely lion.
It's been an arduous journey this week.
Doug Kovacs is a football coach at Grant Park High School. He's heard it all.
A lot of pussycat stuff, a lot of Lions Dens not going to happen.
And that's just the kids.
How mean can 7th graders be?
Oh, they're pretty tough, you know.
See the bruising he gets from his colleagues.
Are you kidding me? How do you even wear that jersey?
Lions jersey.
The real story today is the enthusiasm like that at Ranger Insurance.
It's really nice to be able to support them and show them, yes, we do care. We do love our teams. So why not wear their colors?
Small gestures at home meant to give a big boost to a team away. Chris Glover, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Tonight, he was born to be a Bombers fan, but now he's a Lion.
Yeah, I grew up obviously wanting to play for the Bombers, but you know, the chips fall how they may, and here I am.
Plus, he's too young to grow a Movember mustache, but he hasn't let that stop him.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Well, it's the game of the year, and Grey Cup weekend has arrived. Anticipation for the biggest day in Canadian football's running high tonight. Walking around the city today, Blue Bomber colors are pretty hard to miss. It's all part of Blue Friday. CBC's Chris Glover joins us live to explain why.
I'm at the Bomber store, and they're calling it Ground Zero for Blue Friday. A lot of the employees here, all of them actually, are wearing Bomber colors, blue and gold, and they had a lot of competition today across the city. Ranger Insurance took Blue Friday very seriously. Former Blue Bomber Joe Poplowski is the owner of the store, something that's not lost on the employees, looking to maximize every moment to show Bomber pride. At MPI headquarters, more Bomber pride. The feeling across the city is infectious.
Oh, it's great. There's definitely a lot of energy. Everybody's wearing Bomber logos, Bombers hats, jerseys, hoodies.
Now, not everyone I talked to today is sporting blue and gold. Coming up at 6, check out one lonely lion who is wearing orange. Reporting live at the Bomber store, Chris Glover, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Thanks, Chris. And Bomber colors aren't just here. They're in Vancouver, too. Grey Cup celebrations are in full swing there. CBC's Sean Reynolds is live from the middle of it all and joins us now.
Yeah, I'm out in downtown Vancouver in the middle of Robson Street. They're having a great Grey Cup festival here, and they have everything that you need here. They got, check this out, they got footballs, and that's my quarterback or my cameraman, Bill. It depends how you want to see it. He's got some football experience, obviously, in his past. We also got fans. Check it out. Bomber fans. We've been seeing them all over the place, and basically they're taking over the city, and that was evident last night. Manitoba fans were everywhere, packing the Blue and Gold House that has become the unofficial home of Swaggerville. There was a number of Bomber fans also at Ryderville Social last night, and also a man from Stonewall was named the CFL's top fan, although he doesn't cheer for the Bombers, he cheers for the Riders. Still, Bombers fans say their fans are the best.
It's hard to be good without a big fan support behind you, and Winnipeg does a great job of backing us up and always there for us, cheering us on, selling out stadiums, and it's awesome that so many people traveled this far just to be a part of it.
Now, you know what, there's a lot less Bomber fans than there were here earlier on today, and that's because the Manitoba Social Touchdown Manitoba is happening right now. I was told heading into the week to expect that there was going to be a busy crowd there. I don't think anyone expected this. It's so busy there, I'm told they are scalping tickets. That's right, scalping tickets to get inside the Social. I'm hoping to leave here later and get there. Maybe I can get in there myself, but we're going to show you some pictures of that at 6 o'clock. Sean Reynolds reporting live in Vancouver.
With a very energetic fan behind him. Now, clearly, Bomber fans everywhere are pumped for the big game Sunday, but there is one Lions player who has fans in Winnipeg. Running back Andrew Harris. He grew up in Winnipeg. Now he's playing against the team he always wanted to play for. CBC's Karen Larson reports from Vancouver.
At 24, he is one of the youngest Lions, but still old enough to have a past. A past Andrew Harris would rather not talk about.
It's my past. I was a little punk back then, and, you know, obviously I've grown from then.
Safe to say his life could have gone in a different direction had it not been for football. The turning point came when Harris decided to leave Winnipeg, moved to Nanaimo, and joined the junior Vancouver Island Raiders.
I just was in the wrong group of friends, and, you know, I was hanging in the wrong crowds and doing the wrong things in high school. And going out to Nanaimo, I moved out there. I didn't know anyone at all. I had my own place, and, you know, I just made new friends.
Come Sunday, the self-described punk from Winnipeg will be lining up against the team he dreamed of playing for as a child. Well, that just adds to an already great story.
Yeah, I grew up obviously wanting to play for the Bombers, but, you know, the chips fall how they may, and here I am.
Karen Larson, CBC News, Vancouver.
And when Andrew was here, he actually played at Oak Park High School. His coach, his former coach, says he couldn't be happier for his former player.
However many years ago, I may never, ever witness something like this again that I had just, you know, a little bit of connection with. Because, yeah, that's pretty special, pretty amazing.
And in the off-season, you might just run into Andrew. He lives in Winnipeg during the off-season.
Tonight, painting the town blue and gold. Winnipeg shows its Bomber pride.
And it's nice to see them go, and hopefully they'll kick some butt.
Major road closed for hours while police investigated. Why one suspect was a wanted man.
Plus, we all love a deal, but would you pepper spray people to get one?
Good evening. evening. I'm Janet Stewart.
And I'm Mitch Peacock. It's a championship drought that's lasted 2 decades and then some.
So there's little surprise. Blue Bomber fans will be anxious for a Grey Cup win when their team faces the Lions in Vancouver this Sunday. Now check out these pictures we just got in. This video is from a big party going on in downtown Vancouver right now, a sold-out party. It's called Touchdown Manitoba, the biggest social at the Grey Cup this year in Vancouver. It is considered the do not miss party of Grey Cup week.
Makes sense to me. The Bombers went to Vancouver saying they were leaving on a business trip, and so far they've been pretty businesslike. Jovan Johnson has his Outstanding Defensive Player Award. Practice has gone as planned, and now they're a light workout away from Sunday's Grey Cup game against those BC Lions, a game that will see the soon-to-be-retired Doug Brown's career come full circle.
As a 16-year-old and being lucky enough to play a provincial championship in this stadium, and then 20 years later closing down shop in the same confines, it's pretty weird, but it's a storybook kind of setting. But with that in mind, you always have to discover, you know, who's writing this story. Is it Stephen King or is it Dr. Seuss? So we'll find out on Sunday.
As only Doug could put it. There's Doug at his final practice today. He's part of that respected Bomber D-line that will be tested by the Lions. Buck Pierce leads the Bomber attack and knows they'll need to finish more drives than they did last week to beat BC. No pressure, though, just a great opportunity, says Pierce.
We have an opportunity here on Sunday that a lot of people never get in their lives. And just we need to make the most of that. Go out there, have fun, but you know, the goal's right there for us.
Tonight on the evening news.
It's always good to celebrate your home team.
Manitobans get the party started early as Grey Cup weekend begins in Vancouver.
He has an accused murderer or a convicted murderer being released.
How the province is promising to put a stop to the accidental release of prisoners in Manitoba jails.
We have 3 TVs for 2 of us, and we have scooters, PlayStation.
And the biggest shopping day of the year, how Manitobans fared south of the border on Black Friday.
From the Global Winnipeg studios, the evening news with Peter Chura.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Well, the excitement is really starting to build in Vancouver, where the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are now less than 48 hours away from their Grey Cup showdown with the BC Lions. Thousands of Bomber fans and other CFL fans streamed through Vancouver's airport today, and many of them will wind up where we find Global's Lorraine Nickel. Lorraine?
Peter, with just 2 days until the big game, downtown Vancouver is being painted with CFL colors. But here at Touchdown Manitoba, 2 colors are dominant, blue and gold. And this is the Bombers' home away from home.
It's always good to celebrate your home team.
It's clear to see why she'd think that, but she's not alone.
We have to come to Touchdown Manitoba. It's one of the best parties in the whole weekend.
It's a party that happens every Grey Cup, but this year it's extra special.
Go Blue! Blue gotta do it! Woo!
At Touchdown Manitoba, it's our turn to show the country who we are and why our license plate says friendly.
Partially it's the people, it's a great social atmosphere, and there are people from every team here. We are friendly, that's how we met. We had to teach them the fine art of the silent auction.
Of course, it's not a party without typical social food and long lineups for drinks. But ask anyone here and they'll tell you why Touchdown Manitoba stands out from the rest of the parties.
High bread, cold cuts, social party food.
All day, hundreds of fans filed into the city wearing their team's colors, but many cheering for a different one.
Lions!
Oh,
Bombers, come on. It's not easy being green.
For this father and son from Alberta, being Bomber fans is something that travels with them.
He's been a Winnipeg fan for, 40 years, and I've been a Winnipeg fan since, I was 4 or 5 years old, so it's always something we wanted to do together.
A fever of excitement has taken over the city, but nothing like the atmosphere in here, or what they hope to experience after Sunday's game.
Now we're playing against them, and we're gonna win! Go Bombers!
Touchdown Manitoba is put on by the Blue Bombers. It costs roughly $50,000, and they're expecting over 2,500 fans to take in the festivities. Peter?
See, you made some friends. Thanks, Lorraine. Global's Lorraine Nickel reporting from Vancouver. She'll be there throughout Grey Cup weekend. If you are here and you want to watch Sunday's game on a big screen, the biggest in the city, in fact, just bundle up and come down to the courtyard at 201 Portage Avenue. They'll be broadcasting the Grey Cup game just steps away from Portage in Maine. And our Global News CGOB question of the day. Who will be named most outstanding player in Sunday's Grey Cup? Let us know online and find out if you were right Monday on Hal Anderson Mornings and Global News. Now, however this season ends for the Blue Bombers, the team and its fans will start a whole new era next year. A brand new stadium is being built in Winnipeg, and Global's Focus Manitoba host Loren McNabb went inside to see how it's coming together.
We're entering up onto the main concourse level, which is 12.5 feet above the ground level. All the concessions, washrooms will be on the back side here, and then the main concourse will be open out onto the field, so you can watch the game from the main concourse as well. So now we're on the upper concourse of the stadium. You can get a great view of the field. There's not a bad seat in the house at all. We work 6 days a week, and we're not stopping or slowing down for the winter.
I know a lot of its future depends on it being sold out and being on time.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we on both of those?
Well, right now we're roughly about 6% ahead of schedule at this point, so we're coming along pretty well. We're very confident that we'll be able to open up for June 1st.
Now you can see the rest of that stadium tour and Manitoba fans partying in Vancouver and interviews with past Bomber greats on a special Focus Manitoba tomorrow night at 6:30 on Global.
It has been a very quiet Grey Cup week so far as the Blue Bombers and Lions have, for the most part, played nice, saving their talking until Sunday's 99th Grey Cup. But that all changed today thanks to Odell Willis and social media, as the mayor of Swaggerville sounded off on Twitter about some things that were bothering him. So, as Russ Hobson tells us now from Vancouver, Willis took the spotlight over the game.
Well, Joe, less than 48 hours till the Bombers get a chance to break their 20-year Grey Cup drought. But a lot of the talk today didn't even center around football. Odell Willis going on a tweet fest rant that was laced with profanity, saying, among other things, the hell with the Grey Cup.
I'm not going to come at you about something that how you feel about your job or something. So, I mean, that's just how you feel. That's just how you feel. But I'm not going to let it be no distraction. That's just, like I said, it's my personal thing. And, you know, I'm just talking. But I'm not down about nothing. I'm just talking off my head. What I tweet on Facebook, that's just me being me. I mean, like Avon. You know what I mean? Y'all follow Avon. I mean, hopefully they can get me some more followers.
I think that's part of Odell's bravado. I truly think he's somebody who, you watched him today, and he was flying around, jumping around with his teammates. You know, I think that's part of his bravado more so than anything.
The Bombers adding some speed to the lineup with receiver Kito Pobla dressing for the 99th Grey Cup. Pobla hasn't played since injuring his shoulder in the Banjo Bowl and has only played 2 games all season. But a big game on Sunday will take the sting out of what has otherwise been an injury-plagued rookie season.
That's all we forgotten. So, you know, it's about right now, and I'm just really excited to be back and hopefully help the guys out for a win.
Kito will rotate. He'll rotate in and out and play, but he'll be in a position to make some plays. We've got a package that he knows because he hasn't played as much, but he's been working for the last 3 weeks. So Aaron Hargraves will start, but Kito will rotate in too.
CFL Commissioner Mark Cohan holding his annual State of the League address today, and Cohan reiterating that Winnipeg will get a Grey Cup game by 2015. Joe?
Thanks, Russ, and we'll hear from you again tonight on Prime News and on News Final.
Javon Johnson.
Well, last night history made as Javon Johnson became the first defensive back and the first Blue Bomber since linebacker Greg Battle in '91 to be named the CFL's most outstanding defensive player. While it's nice, it is not the trophy he came to Vancouver to win.
Man. Oh yeah, it's one trophy down, and I look forward to going out on Sunday and doing what I can for my team to hopefully host the Grey Cup. It's probably one of the biggest moments of my career. Like I told you, I've never been given anything, you know, award-wise that, you know, meant the world to me. This is the first, and it's definitely a big step in the right direction in my career.
The Blue and Gold Report brought to you by Booster Juice. 7 locations in Winnipeg.
CFL Commissioner Mark Cohan holding his annual State of the League address today. When the Bombers announced a deal for a new stadium, the commish promised Winnipeg a Grey Cup by 2015. And Cohan says that's still the case.
We're not prepared yet to announce when they'll get it, but clearly we're supportive of the team getting a Grey Cup very soon. We want to make sure that we negotiate the contract with them before that's announced, but I'm confident that a Grey Cup will be soon in Winnipeg.
On another note, the new $500 million roof at BC Place sprung a leak yesterday, but officials are confident it can be repaired in time for Sunday's game. But either way, the roof will be closed for Sunday's Grey Cup game. Mitch?
Thanks, Russ. Global's Russ Hobson joining us from outside BC Place in Vancouver tonight.
The Blue and Gold Report brought to you by Booster Juice. 7 locations in Winnipeg.